Hello and welcome back to City Skylines. It's been a couple of weeks since I made a video on this actually. I've been a little bit busy with other projects and other videos, some of which you may have already seen on the channel. The Guild Wars 2 stuff for example. Other stuff is still in progress, I'm still playing around with a few things. Hopefully in the coming weeks there's going to be some new cool and hopefully kind of different stuff appearing on the channel, so that's something to keep an eye out for. In the meantime, let's carry on building out your archipelago. So for today's session I'm going to be building a brand new district in this space here. It's going to be kind of a high wealth residential district. I feel like what's happening is at the moment Rouge Town still needs a bit more residential support. So the plan is I'm going to basically leave this area free at the moment for Rouge Town to expand across later on. And in the meantime build a whole new kind of residential district over here. I feel like I say, it's going to be quite high wealth. This sort of lower section is going to be high density, and then probably towards the end of this peninsula is going to be a kind of more low density, more kind of local suburb, I think. So the plan is, as the city grows around this kind of coastline as well, this is also going to be quite sort of high density, but I figure this will be the kind of more sort of mid to low wealth sort of residential area. So this is where you're going to get the big kind of tenement blocks and stuff like that. But this area over here is going to be quite fancy still. So what I was thinking I'd also quite like to do is have a go at building some nice proper park areas this session as well. The kind of big spaces you get like in cities like Singapore and Hong Kong and places like that. So what I was thinking is this kind of waterfront area will keep as a nice park area. And also maybe have a big kind of park area over here with the sort of suburb stretching around it. I think that'd be quite cool. So I think the first thing I'm going to do actually is for this area I'd quite like to have a big kind of pond in the middle of it. But what we're going to need to do that is actually terraform this down a bit, and then terraform a little channel running into it so the water will fill up, and then remove the channel basically. So we're left with just a kind of big pond. So let's try that. Let's see how this works out. Fingers crossed. Okay, well it took a little bit of time, but it worked pretty well actually. We now have a little kind of lake area in the middle there. Man, thinking about it, I may not even get to building the actual district this session. I think I'm probably going to be building parks for the whole time, but you know what? That's fine by me. I like building pretty stuff, so that's all good. So what I'm going to do next, I think I'm going to build some kind of roads running around this, so we get the basic park area laid out. So what I was kind of thinking is having a maybe a road stretching over here. So actually let's just think about it, because the park, the Riverside Park or the waterfront park, so I think it's going to be probably ending at this point. So maybe let's have a road running along like that. So that'll continue up to the end of the peninsula. And then I thought we'd have a big kind of like triangle running around this park area. So we'll have another one coming off maybe around here. And that will kind of follow the highway along. And then we'll have another one maybe a bit further along, say there. That'll come around like that maybe, a bit further, a bit bigger. Something like that I think is pretty good. What I may do is just extend that lake out a little bit, just so it's, oops, just so we've got it a bit more central. Something like that. So hopefully that will fill out with the water. Looks like it is. What we need to do is just soften that up a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is properly define the boundaries of this park. Now, I've installed a new mod which should help with that. It's called the Prop Line tool. As the name suggests, it basically allows you to place props in a line as you would with drawing rows in this game. Now, what I want to just take into account is I'm going to have a couple of entrances to the park. So I'm going to have one big entrance maybe over here, and a couple of smaller ones sort of dotted around, which could be, I guess, these kind of bamboo fence gates look pretty nice. And what I'm going to do is the actual border is going to be these kind of large bamboo fences. I think that'll look pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is start off with the main park entrance. So maybe let's put a couple of dragons in. And then what we're going to do is let's try this line tool out and see how well that works. So we should just be able to select a shape type as we do with a road. Oh, cool! Look at that. So yeah, that works really well. That's really nice. So we can basically just define the entire shape of the border just like this, and you can imagine how long this would take placing all these individually. What I might do is build the whole border first, then just delete sections where I want the entrances to be. Now there is, I believe, a prop limit in game, which I think you can increase with mods, but I'm hoping I'm not going to actually hit that yet. But let's see how it goes. Okay, great. That's looking pretty cool already, actually. So we have a proper fence running all the way around the outside now. As you may notice, we do have a couple of cougars and bison wandering around the park. Pretty sure that's fine. I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's a feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature. So what we're going to do now is just start working on the. Actually, what we need to do first is let's just put in a few more entrances around. So what we're going to need to do is just delete a section. Now the gate doesn't fit exactly, but I think that's fine. Maybe what we can do is put a couple of trees in there maybe as well. Maybe some quite slim looking trees would be best. Bamboo tree, perfect, okay. Chuck a couple of those in. So just every so often pretty much. Okay, so as you can see I've got the main entrance here, and just dotted around the edges every so often I've got some smaller entrances. What I think I'm going to do now is lay out the kind of path network for this park, sorry. So what I think I'll do is have a kind of a ring running around the lake, and then sort of a path running off to each entrance. So, do we want it a dirt path, or do we want it a... let's stick to pavement. Just have it running around the edge, and we'll put some trees and stuff around the lake as well. Man, I may have mentioned it before, but one thing I'd really like to see in this game is the sort of ability to kind of paint park areas like you do with districts, rather than just having to plot parks down. But the thing is, it's all very well making nice parks like this, but they don't actually, as far as I know, give any kind of benefit to happiness or anything, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, that'd be cool to actually be able to sort of make park kind of districts, I guess. But maybe in the future. Now I may not be able to run... Is that going to delete those props if I do that? Oh no, that works pretty well actually. Okay, cool. Oops, what happened there? Okay, let's run the main one in. I could put cycle paths in as well, but that might be a bit overkill. I think cyclists and pedestrians can share the same path in this park. I'm sure that's fine. Okay, so that's actually quite a lot of paths there, but hopefully once we stick some trees in and stuff, that'll make it look a bit more natural. So what we're going to do first, let's decorate the lake. I think some bamboo trees and some willow trees and stuff will be quite nice along here. Like, I really like these kind of droopy kind of trees you get. So let's dot a few of these around. And then we definitely want some more bamboo in here, I think. Bamboo tree group, that's quite nice. Okay, let's put some of these in. Maybe let's have kind of a dense area over one side, so let's something like that. The rest can just be sort of dotted around. Does that look good? I mean, it'd be nice if that was kind of grass around there, but I think it looks okay anyway. So of course as well, we're going to want to have some trees around the rest of the park, so let's just chuck a few bits and pieces in. Let's have a big oak tree somewhere. A couple of big oak trees dotted around. And then let's have some... the good old beech trees, a few clusters of these would be quite nice. I want kind of a little playground area somewhere. Where are we? Parks. Actually, let's put it in a little way. Some of these tables and chairs. Let's have a kind of little picnic area as well. Maybe near to the lake. Just a few around like that. A couple of little Asian kind of touches around as well would be quite nice. Some of these lampposts around the edge of the lake maybe. Man, this is the thing about building kind of parks and other cool looking stuff, is you get so easily distracted with all the props and stuff that are available. I mean, this is a little bit... I'm just kind of chucking stuff around all over the place at the moment, but hopefully it will kind of all come together and look pretty cool. Fingers crossed. So yeah, there should be some... Okay, so what are these? Dog park stuff. Trash cans. There's some trash cans near the picnic area, I guess. Beer garden sign, wow. That's pretty sweet. So this is all kind of seating and stuff. I'm sure there are some food carts somewhere. Let me see if I can find those. Okay, found some, just as it's getting to night time, luckily. So let's plop a couple of these down. Maybe another one over there. And then there was a popcorn cart or something. Yeah. One of these as well. And then I think we'll just have some benches maybe the other side. It'd be quite nice. In fact, I should dot some benches around the lakeside area as well. But let's just have some bits and pieces like that. Picnic pavilion, that's quite nice. Let's chuck this down maybe as well. And of course, we're going to need a couple of restrooms around. And maybe one the other side of the lake as well. Yeah, let's have a little kind of kiddie area somewhere. So maybe... I guess kind of near... Maybe near the picnic area actually. So in this kind of area will be the kind of kids' playground. What have we got? Sandbox. Higher level sandbox. Wonder what makes it high level. It's obviously been grinding. MMO joke there. Maybe let's have the sandbox there. Couple of swing sets. Here a roundabout. And seesaw. Somebody slides as well. What I might do is just sort of section this area off as well a bit with another row of trees. Maybe let's have a line of bamboo trees running around to keep the kids area kind of sectioned off a bit. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. I put a few more trees around the lake area, as you can see. So what I'm going to do next is very quickly do the waterfront park area, and I'll probably connect it up maybe to this park via a tunnel or a bridge or something like that. And I'll probably chuck a few more props around this park as well, just to smarten it up a bit. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good for now. I may sort of add in a few extra bits later on, but for now I think that's a pretty good start. We've got a nice kind of waterfront park running along here, and a nice kind of big central area park along here. What I'm going to do now, just to finish this session off, is just there's a couple of buildings I haven't plopped down yet, which I think will make a nice kind of addition. This panda sanctuary, which I thought would be quite cool to put down maybe around this park area as well. But this can go in a kind of, because this is sort of a touristy area as well, so maybe you can go along here somewhere. Cool, okay, so that's that one. And the other thing is, because this is going to be kind of a rich, kind of wealthy area, what do rich people like to do? That's right, they like to play golf. So we've got this driving range. I think we should plop down over here as well somewhere. Maybe, let me think, sort of near the water's edge, I think. Okay, so I think we'll call it there for this session. Next video we will finish off the rest of this district by building the residential buildings and the services and bus lines and stuff that they need. But yeah, we'll sort that out next time. So thanks a lot for watching. Please feel free to give me a like and a subscribe and a comment or whatever else you want to do if you enjoyed this video. And I'll keep making them. So, thanks a lot and goodbye.